Hello everyone, and here's the recap from the round 3 where we got to see two of the major setback and two players from the people's favorite lost their games, Magnus Carlsen as well as Hikaru Nakamura. First of all, the matchup between Gukesh and Hikaru Nakamura. Hikaru Nakamura, the tournament leader, and Gukesh, who is currently in the bottom of the table. During this position, Gukesh with the white pieces went for the exchange of both the rooks, and after that the position looked quite equal and it seemed that the game is going to be in an Armageddon, and where Hikaru Nakamura is obviously the favorite. Let's see what happened next. After this, Hikaru Nakamura on move number 31 made a severe blunder. He moved his queen, which was the only guard for the a7 pawn, and he simply blundered it in just one move, and Gukesh simply took this pawn. The problem with Hikaru's position is that his king is quite unsafe, with the queen completely slashing it out. He had two pawn islands as well as a weak king, and he was down a pawn where Gukesh had a clear passer and his king looked quite safe with the three of the connected pawns. After this, it was quite an easy, and it was a piece of cake for Gukesh to convert this game. After this, another major blunder came from Hikaru Nakamura, where he got stuck into this move, knight to e7. After this, the only defense was getting his queen back. After this, check on f5 he resigned, because after the king was moving up to h8, a check was coming in, after which the knight was falling and this pawn was promoting. Let's see the other match. Magnus Carlsen and Wei Yi in the Armageddon came as a shocker, where Magnus Carlsen with the white pieces here on move number 22 went for the rook in the open file. He simply gave a check in the next move. Everything was good. Magnus was up on time. The position was looking equal. Magnus was pressing, but he simply made a huge mistake on move number 24. The position was still playable. Magnus was just down -1 on the elo bar in the position because the rook was coming into the open file, and once he had got there, the only move for him was to get his rook back to d1 in order to prevent any rooks from coming to h1 or g1, but in the next move he got the rook there. Still, the game was defendable after the only move was rook to c7, maintaining a pin as well as defending the bishop, but he fell for the simple pawn take, and after that game was over for him. Wei Yi got his king here, kind of trapping the rook over here. After that, the only safe square for the rook was rook to f4. After this, Wei Yi doubled up his rooks on this file, and there was no way for him to defend this bishop. You might be wondering, what if rook goes to c8? That does not defend the game, because after he went to pawn to a4, if he had gone to rook to c8, after that, let's see what would have happened. He would have taken the bishop, king takes, rook takes the rook takes rook, king takes rook, and after that this pin was coming in, and this pawn was simply a passer. Thanks for watching, and here are the standings after round 3.